السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أخيرا جت حلقات المفتشين. أهلا وسهلا بيكم النهارده في قناتي، واعمل سبسكرايب ولايك وروح انضم على جروب التليجرام عشان بنذيع عليه حاجات مهمة تهمك. خلينا ندخل في الموضوع بقى. أخيرا جت الحلقات اللي أنا مستنيها من فترة طويلة جدا، من زمان يعني، حقيقي برتب لها، وزي ما وعدتكم إن شاء الله هتظهر معايا مفتشين أهم ظهر المفتشين يا سيدي. هنتكلم بقى العالم الآخر أو العالم الأجنبي زي ما بيقولوا عننا، ونشوف هم عايزين يقدموا لنا إيه. النهارده معانا ضيف حقيقي شخصيه محترمه جدا، وبيشرح بطريقه سهله، وهو مفتش وصاحب شركه وحاجات كتيره جدا من الهند. جاي النهارده يشرح للمصريين والعرب، صحيح بالانجلش بس الموضوع سهل وبسيط، ان شاء الله هتلاقيه كل اللي انت عايزه. هنبتدي النهارده مع الانسبكشن، بس عايزك تروح تعمل لقناته هو بالذات اللي هي جايد تو انسبكشن سبسكرايب، والويب سايت بتاعه شوفوا تحت اللينك، تحت هتلاقيه في الديسكربشن. فكل حاجه انت عايزها هتلاقيها عنده، من المفتشين المحترمين واصحاب الشركات اللي متخصصه في مجال النقل البحري كويس جدا. هنتحول بقى ونتكلم بالانجلش عشان الناس اللي هتدخل من عنده برضه تبقى فاهمه الكلام. So now let's start with Captain Tapash's ASO designated partner for navigation solution. Our topic today will be introduction of inspection. Everything they will discuss, but in parts. Today they will start with part A, introduction, and then we will continue next one and next. So first of all, let's introduce our guest.
An entrepreneur, master mariner, owner of NavGuide Solutions. His company is pioneering several new concepts in the field of maritime inspections and maritime training. Suiting to the young generation, working with ideas to make things more interesting for young mariners.
After we know all information from his side, now the time for beginning. So let's start with Captain Paso, our topic. You are ready? Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, welcome, Captain Paso. So, we will start from the beginning, and we will say this to our people that are watching now. What is the meaning of word marine inspection?
Right. So this is before anything else, thank you, Hamad, for inviting me, and thanks a lot. I was also looking forward to this conversation, and it's great to catch up with your viewers. As I understand, most of your viewers are from the younger generation of seafarers, like junior officers or
That's correct.
engineers, like that. So one thing I have to say that as a junior officer, you might be worried about a lot of things that especially regarding inspections or regarding certain other things, and then sometimes it might feel like there's too much pressure or something. But one thing I want you to understand is that this is a very different profession. So just to give you an example, you are handling a ship which is almost $100 million worth. You are handling cargo which is almost twice that amount. It can reach up to any, for a crude oil tanker, the cargo can go up to $300-400 million as well.
Yes.
No profession in the world at an age of 22 or 23 will give you this responsibility, not just in terms of the money that you're handling, but also you are in charge of all the lives. When you're keeping a watch on the bridge, everyone is sleeping. So they depend on you. So this responsibility, even a managing director of a company does not have this kind of a responsibility which you have at an age of 22 years. When your friends, maybe they are still in college, or maybe they are just still studying. So you have to be at the top of your game when you're in this profession. And sometimes, if you look at something very closely, like there is a lot of things to do, a lot of work to do, it might feel like a lot of pressure. But if you look at the whole picture, you will be clear why you need to do that work. And the why is important. You know what to do and you know how to do it. Yes, but why? That is important. You should ask always that, why am I doing this? Why this inspection? Why all these people are coming on board, checking my work? What is the point of all this? So my job today and my what I want to do today is to give you a little bit of idea behind why the inspections are important, or why at all the people should come to your ship and disturb your sleep and disturb your rest hours and carry out inspections. So why is that important for the industry? Because someday you will be senior officers, and someday you'll be and you will have to take charge. So very important for you to understand the whole picture over here. So now now guys, I mean, the next 10 minutes, very important. Pay very, very close attention, okay?
Okay.
So Hamad, let me ask you, you are sitting, let's say you have a car, yeah? I mean, you drive a car?
Yeah, before, like 5 years ago,
okay.
But now, no.
So you're, let's imagine you're sitting in your car outside a shopping mall, and you have done some shopping and you've taken your bags in the car, and then you're going to drive now. So you're starting the car and someone knocks on your door, on the window. They open the car, I want to see it. Now, will you allow this person to enter your car and check anything? No, I don't think so. You'll definitely,
yes, of course.
Yes, you'll say, what the hell? Why are you disturbing me?
Why would you disturb?
Unless that person is a police officer. Right?
That's correct.
So you understand that a police officer has the right to inspect your car. So even if you're not feeling good about it, you have to allow what to do. This is the law.
Yes.
So police officer means the government has the right to inspect your car. Simple. Now, but other people, they should not interfere. They should not have any right like that. Now imagine if you're driving a truck, for example, and this truck, your job is to take something from one place to another place in that truck. You do not own the truck. You're not the owner of the truck. Someone gave you the job to drive the truck from one place to another place. Now, if someone knocks on your door of the truck, that person can be coming from the owners. So you have to ask, maybe that person wants to inspect the truck because he's coming from the officer. That means the government, again, they have some right to. So when you are working for someone else, you have to understand how the entire system works so that you know why inspections are important. On the ship, on the ship, what we do, we are carrying cargo for someone else from one point to another point.
That's correct.
So we are not the owner of the ship. We are working for the ship. So the master is an employee of the owner. You are an employee of the owner. So there are different people who are working on the ship, and there are many other people who are concerned about the ship because, some people have given their cargo to you. They are trusting you with the cargo. So they need to check that the ship is in good condition or not. So let me get into that. I want to show your viewers a simple, sort of a slide which I made yesterday. I think it will make a lot of things clear. So stay with me. I think this will make a lot of things clear. So let me share my screen here. All right. So we were talking about this truck. So from the truck, let's go back to the ship now. All right. Now you are on the ship. You're a junior officer on the ship, and there is a master of the ship, captain, and you're working as part of the ship's team. All right. Now, somewhere very far from you, maybe your ship is in Brazil or your ship is in Australia, wherever your ship is, somewhere very far, there is an owner of the ship sitting. He is sitting in his office. He has purchased the ship. He has bought the ship, and you are representing him. You are like, the ship's captain is is responsible for the ship's welfare, representing the owner. Now, the owner cannot do everything himself, right? He is managing so many things. So he has appointed an office, and in the office, there is a technical manager or technical department. That technical department, and there is a HSEQ department. HSEQ basically means health, safety, environment, and quality.
For the people who are understand.
Yes, health, safety, environment, and quality department. There are other departments also. So this office is also connecting to the ship because they are actually paid by the owner to make sure that the ship is running okay. The ship is running in good condition. So they have to take care of the ship basically. Now the owner also wants money, right? He has to earn something from the ship. So he has appointed a commercial manager. Commercial manager's job is to get cargo for the ship. Let's say, remember the example of the truck. If you buy a truck and you don't have anything to carry, then your truck is not earning any money. So you have to get cargo for the truck. Similarly, you have to get cargo for the ship.
Yes.
Otherwise, the ship is not earning anything.
Mhm.
So the commercial manager's job is just to get the cargo from one point to another point. Let's say his job, if the ship is in US, he will try to fix up a cargo from, let's say, from US or from Mexico, somewhere close to US, so that he can carry the cargo back to, let's say, Middle East or Argentina or Brazil. And then when the cargo is discharged in Brazil, he will now look for next cargo close to Brazil so that next voyage can be fixed. So commercial manager is trying to fix the voyages. Now, so commercial manager is also connected to the ship. Now you will slowly see how many people are connected to the ship, and then we will come into inspections. The next thing, the owner has to have an insurance for his ship, because if the ship has an accident tomorrow, it can be a huge claim. There can be a huge claim. So for the insurance, he has appointed. He has not appointed. So when we are talking about the insurance of a car or a small thing like a car or something, there are companies which can insure your car.
Yes.
But for a ship, what happens? It's such a big thing, because when your ship, if a ship causes oil pollution, the claims can go up to billions of dollars.
Yes.
So no company in the world can actually cover you for such a big amount. So what they did, some owners came together and formed like a club. So like I have 100 ships, you have 100 ships. So I and you, we make a deal that if my ship has an accident, you will pay from, I will also pay and you will also pay. So we have a common fund, we have a common.
Okay, I get.
This is called P&I Club. This is called P&I Club.
Yeah.
Because this is basically the insurance of the ship. And if the ship is having big claims, the P&I Club comes in and pays.
Yes.
So the owner is connected to a P&I Club also. Now the commercial managers, they have to look for charterers, so charterers are the ones who will be giving the cargo. Let's say British Petroleum is a big oil charterer. British Petroleum continuously is transporting oil from one part of the world to another part of the world. So the commercial manager will try to reach them. If he is managing an oil tanker, he will try to reach them. And like this, bulk carriers will reach for the charterers which are giving bulk cargo from one point to another point. So commercial managers have to be in connection with the charterers. Is it becoming is it clear? I mean, till now, is it okay?
Yes, really clear.
Is it clear? Okay,
yes.
Good. Now, the charterers actually are concerned about how your ship is, because they are the ones giving you the cargo. Their cargo is more expensive than your ship. So they have to be very careful about which ship is carrying their cargo, because so they have to be careful about what is the condition of the ship, whether the ship has good people on board, whether the ship will be able to safely carry their cargo from one point to another point. So they are very highly concerned about this.
Okay.
Now this system, you understand, right? Up to here,
yes.
It is clear.
Until
correct?
Here is clear, Denny.
Very good. Now, the other thing is, you remember when you were driving a car, the government of your country gave you the registration certificate?
Oh, of course.
So similarly, a ship also has a registration certificate, which is given by a country, which is called the flag state of the country. Now the flag state, if you are from Egypt and you buy a ship, you may not be registering the ship in Egypt. You may register the ship in Bahamas or Liberia or Panama, wherever, because the owners always think that if I register in Bahamas, I have to pay little less taxes, or Panama, maybe little less taxes.
Yes.
So that country becomes the flag state of that ship. So just like your government has like in the first example, if you remember, police officer in your was inspecting your car.
Okay.
So like your government has the right to inspect your car, similarly, the flag state of the ship has the right to inspect the ship.
Okay.
Because they are the ones giving the certificate for the ship. They are the ones giving registry certificate, all the other different certificates. So finally, I'm just going into another area where now if the ship is going to a certain port, for example, a ship which is, from Japan, it is going to US. Now, it has never come to US before. And the government of USA wants to make sure that every ship which is coming to their country is in good condition, is in safe condition. So that country, USA, is the port state for that ship now.
Okay.
Port state means the country where you are going. So the country of the port in which you are going now. So even they have the right to check your ship, and they have the right to see that your ship is in good condition. So now we have completed the circle, all these people, and there are a lot of other people, but I'm not going into such details. This is very basic idea of how the operation of the ship is working and how many people are connected to the ship. And these people are all interested to inspect your ship. Why? Because all of them want to know whether you are in good condition, whether you are running safely, whether your people are well aware of the requirements. They know, they understand the rules and regulations, so they can operate the ship safely or not. Now, what are the different inspections that happen? Now, let's start from the charterers. The charterers are the ones who are giving you cargo, right? So if you're an oil tanker, you're getting cargo from the oil majors like British Petroleum or Chevron or Exxon, these kind of companies, big companies, and they are called oil major companies. They carry out an inspection called, for tankers, we call SIRE.
SIRE tankers,
Yes. SIRE, or for bulk carriers, there are right ship inspections.
Right ship inspection.
Now there are vetting inspections also for bulk carriers and also for tankers. So these inspections, basically, these are done by the cargo owners. These are done by the big cargo owners around the world.
Charters, yes.
And this is very, very strict inspection. A lot of things are checked. They check very much into details, and they go into details. So this is one of the most, and every company wants to, they want to be perfect in their SIRE inspection report, because if they don't get a clear inspection report from a charterer, they will not get cargo. So this is the, this is the most, people are always concerned about money. Everyone is concerned about money. So if I am the owner of the ship and my ship is failing a SIRE inspection, that means that particular ship will stop. It will be rejected by a lot of other cargo owners also, and it will a very bad record for that ship. So if my ship is having a good record, I can now go to a company and say that, see, my ship has very good record and my ship is in best condition. So I may ask for more money for the same cargo, because my ship is in better condition than another owner's same kind of vessel. Now let's talk about another inspection on top of the slide. This is the flag state. Now, just remember, the flag state is the country where your ship is registered.
Yes.
Now, these countries, whichever country the ship is getting registered, they are giving you a certificate. Now, every 5 years, they will renew this certificate.
Okay.
When they renew the certificate, this certificate basically means, like, you must have heard ship construction certificate, safety construction certificate, or safety equipment certificate. These certificates basically mean that the particular areas under the certificate has been checked by that flag state, and it is in good condition. So since they are giving you a certificate to, trade around the world, they have to also make sure that your ship is maintained in that condition. So they can inspect your ship. And every 5 years, they carry out a renewal inspection. After 2.5 years, they can carry out intermediate inspections.
Yes.
And there are annual inspections as well. These are the inspections carried out by the flag state. Also, if you have heard about the ISM code, the International Safety Management Code, the flag state also has to make sure that the ship is following all the regulations as per the ISM code.
Okay.
So for that, they are also carrying out external audits.
Yes.
Now, this is external audits. Now, think about the port state. The port state is not connected to the flag state straight away, because the ship may be registered somewhere in, Marshall Islands or any other country, but the ship may be in Brazil. So Brazil, the government of Brazil wants to know that this ship is in good condition or not. So they carry out port state control inspections. So this is one interesting thing that your viewers might find interesting, that let's say a ship which is registered in Egypt, example, ship is registered in Egypt.
Okay.
When this ship comes to Egypt, and if there is an inspection on board, this is not a port state inspection. This is a flag state, because Egypt is the flag state of that ship.
Okay.
Egypt is the country where the ship is registered, right? So Egypt is the flag state of the
Flag
ship.
state of the ship, yes.
So when the flag state carries out inspections on board, it is called flag state inspections.
Okay.
But a ship which is registered in, let's say, Malta, comes to Egypt, and the government of Egypt inspects this ship. This is a port state inspection.
Oh.
All right. So now, and also now your company, the HSEQ department, technical managers, they also want to make sure that the ship is in good condition, because all the other inspections, if they go bad, if the inspections are having a bad result, it will mean that the company did not take care. That means that the owner had given the job to the technical management and the HSEQ and these people to maintain the ship. They have not done their job. So they also want to make sure that the ship is in good condition. For that, sometimes they come for internal audits. There is a regulation that you have to do an internal audit every year. External audits are done by the flag state every 2.5 years. I'm not going into that details. This is a little bit boring, but this is not important for you, because as a junior officer, the intervals, you can learn them if you are interested. It's on Google, but I want to make sure that everyone understands the reason, why we are doing it. The why is important. So the company, the HSEQ department can also go ask someone to carry out a pre-vetting inspection. So why pre-vetting? Means before calling a vetting inspection, I want another person to go on board and check if everything is all right. If something has to be done, if something has to be corrected, we will do it before the vetting inspection. So that's why pre-vetting. Similarly, pre-PSC inspection sometimes carried out on bulk carriers, so that if the ship goes to another port and the port state control comes, PSC means port state control.
Yes.
So if the port state control comes, the ship is not in trouble because we already carried out pre-PSC inspection.
Yes.
And also another very rare kind of inspection, which you will rarely find if the ship is in trouble, that is the P&I inspections. Because the insurance company, remember, if your car has an accident, your insurance company comes to inspect,
of course, yes.
Right? That you have not caused any problem yourself, only then they will give you the money, otherwise they'll not give you. So for the ship, the money is huge. So they also want to make sure that everything is properly followed. For example, I give you an example.
Okay.
If you're a few years back, one of the ships, a ship where we were inspecting that ship, and the AB had put his hand on the edge of the garbage bin, and the garbage bin had a lid, which was very heavy, and the lid fell on his hand, and it broke one of his fingers. For this, he had to sign off, and the company had to pay for his going back and all the flights and everything. So who will pay this money?
Who will cover
this money? Yeah, this money will be paid by the insurance, by the P&I club. But the P&I club wants to know whether the person was wearing safety, gloves, helmet, safety shoes, PPE, everything. If not, then the P&I club will not pay. And if you read your contract very carefully, it is written that you are responsible for carrying out, for whichever job you do, you should be wearing PPE. So tomorrow, the company can say, no, we are not going to pay because you are not wearing your PPE. So very important to understand that the entire cycle, how it works. This is the whole picture of inspections. And I hope this, you can take a screenshot, your viewers can take a screenshot of this page. I think it will be clear when you read the explanation.
Actually, very good presentation, really. Very good one. And there you are making very, you transfer from here to here. I already understand all the circular.
Thank you. Thank you so
really
much.
Thank you so much, really, for that one.
No problem at all. So I think we'll carry on our discussion on the second, and we can get into other areas. I can share some tips on how your viewers can make things simple for them, not to be too stressed about it, not to be too worried about it, because
yes,
because after all, you have to be, if you want to work at 100%, you have to be very, very confident about your job. And then for being confident, you have to know some basics. If you do the same job in 5 hours instead of 1 hour, you're just wasting time, and no one wants that. So you have to know how to work smart instead of work hard. It's the working hard is already past. Work smart, and now the work time smart is better. Yes. So we'll talk about that, how to work smart and make your inspections a little bit easier for you, and how to not be too stressed out about it.
Of course. I think now the people will understand who they have the right already for inspect the ship, because you already make the circuit BI, club flag, state port, state charters, technical manager. So they will understand the situation, why we have an inspection. Actually, I will make this the topic of our video, why we have an inspection. That's good for us, really. I'm really glad to be part with you. We will continue later. And
likewise.
Yeah. Thank you really for this discussion. First time I saw this circle already. Before we checked this book to see this one, but now it's clear. Really.
It's very simple. And if you understand it, when you are, a lot of things are similar. If you think about it, like when you're driving a car, how many people are interested in the car, how many people are interested in your ship. So you will understand why inspections. So this is,
That's correct, really. So for today, we already finished. To not make all the people they are watching.
Yes.
That's correct. Of course. So can you transfer to me to be the host in order to be?
Okay? Just a minute. Okay.
Okay. So thank you, Captain. And I like to say, or to tell the people they are watching now, please check Captain Paso channel. For this moment, I will leave the link below, and you can check down. And also, I will mention here for his website and his channel. Please, everybody, check his channel. You will see really very good videos. And actually, I learned from his channel. And if you will check my channel after you see his channel, you will see a lot of information I get from his channel, really, because he is very, very, very perfect for discussion, perfect for share all the information simple. That's why I like everybody to learn from him. And we will continue another part and another questions. Can Captain, I ask you, if some people they like to make live on Zoom, you will be accepted?
Right.
Okay. So,
yes, I have no problem at all. Yes, absolutely. I have a busy schedule, but we'll have to fix up a time.
We can fix
distributed in a and then we can go for it. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. So we will close now, and then we will share this video to all the people, not only Arab or Egyptian, actually, because by English
around the world.
Yeah, inshallah. So thank you for this moment.
Thank you, Hamad. Thanks a lot.
We will close now.
Yes, sure.